General Hospital spoilers reveal that Willow is going through an unimaginable shock as the truth about the toxic relationship between Nina and Drew is exposed. The overwhelming sense of betrayal takes over her, shattering all the trust she once placed in both of them. Willow had once seen Drew as a companion, a support during difficult times, but discovering that he had secretly been involved with Nina, who was once her bitter enemy, feels like a fatal blow to her self-esteem and emotional security. However, before the pain can subside, a new obsession begins to creep into Willow's mind. The rumors that she may be pregnant are becoming a significant source of stress, making an already complicated situation even more dire. The thought that she could be carrying Drew's child, the man who she just discovered had betrayed her, leaves Willow not only confused but also feeling completely trapped. A child would not only bind her to Drew forever, but also prolong the hurt and instability she is currently enduring. Willow's life now feels like a smoldering fire, but this pregnancy story is causing that fire to blaze more intensely, as if everything around her is being roasted in the heat of chaos. Every relationship Willow has, with Michael, Nina, and now Drew, is becoming a tangled mess that's hard to untangle. Will she be able to face the truth and find a way out for herself, or will she be pulled deeper into the vortex of suffering that fate has set for her? Willow is not only facing the challenge of healing a broken heart but also preparing herself for major changes if the pregnancy rumors turn out to be true. In this context, everything she once knew and trusted seems to be crumbling day by day, leaving her wondering if she is strong enough to keep fighting. This situation not only pushes her to her breaking point but also raises big questions about her future and the futures of those involved in the storm of betrayal and responsibility. Willow has already faced a tough journey battling cancer, a fight that demanded physical and emotional resilience. The chemotherapy process not only inflicted damage on her body but also made pregnancy seem almost impossible. So, when Dr. Navarro delivers the shocking news that Willow might be pregnant, it not only stuns her but also ignites a series of complications, pushing everything in her life to a new climax. This news is a shock not just to Willow but also to everyone around her. Being pregnant while in a weakened state and dealing with the long-term effects of cancer treatment is a serious issue. Will Willow's body be strong enough to sustain a safe pregnancy? Will the baby face health risks due to the mother's condition? These questions create a tense picture where no one can offer any solid answers. Meanwhile, the complex relationship between Willow and Drew is once again thrust into the spotlight. If the baby is really Drew's, Willow will have to face a hard reality. She will be bound to the man who has just broken her heart with his betrayal. Her relationship with Michael, which has already been turbulent, could completely collapse once the truth about the pregnancy is revealed. And if the baby isn't Michael's, this could spark a new wave of backlash from the Corinthos family. Dr. Navarro's news affects not only Willow but also everyone around her. Carly might see this as an opportunity to support Willow and regain her place in Willow's heart, while Nina may view it as a chance to bond with her daughter and strengthen their fragile relationship. However, both women may unintentionally add more pressure on Willow, making her feel suffocated at a time when she needs peace the most. In addition to the complicated relationships, Willow is also grappling with a sense of helplessness as her life seems to be swept away by things she can't control. From battling cancer, emotional trauma, to the sudden pregnancy situation, everything is pushing her to the brink of physical and emotional exhaustion. Can Willow find the strength to overcome these challenges, or will the news about the pregnancy spark a new series of tragedies? With all the pressure and complex relationships surrounding her, Willow's story is not just about survival, but also about finding herself again, a journey through secrets, pain, and the faint hope of rebirth in the turbulent world of Port Charles. Willow is facing an unimaginable challenge as her health does not allow her to carry a pregnancy safely. Her body, already severely damaged by cancer treatment and powerful medications, makes maintaining a healthy pregnancy almost impossible. However, the situation becomes even more dire when Dr. Navarro starts suspecting that the pregnancy Willow is carrying could be a high-risk condition, a rare and dangerous situation for both mother and baby. This news not only shocks Willow but also plunges her into an unprecedented nightmare. For her, being pregnant was already an unimaginable miracle. But now, instead of feeling joy at the prospect of a new life, she is faced with the risk of loss and heartbreaking decisions. Dr. Navarro, in his role as Willow's healthcare protector, may be forced to suggest the option of terminating the pregnancy to save her life. This decision is not only a medical shock but also a severe psychological blow, pushing Willow into a state of despair and helplessness. If this happens, Willow will not only face the pain of losing the child she had hoped for but will also have to struggle with feelings of guilt and powerlessness. The thought that her own body cannot protect the child is a huge psychological burden, especially after all the pain she endured to survive cancer. Not only that, this situation will ignite new conflicts in her relationships with loved ones. Michael, her husband who had once been her support, will he be able to withstand this shock, or will he also collapse under the weight of the tragedy? Drew, who may be the father of the baby, how will he react when he learns that this pregnancy comes with such tremendous risks? And Nina, Willow's biological mother who just reconnected with her, how will she help her daughter through this dark time? As everyone around Willow tries to find ways to support her, Willow may begin to feel more isolated by the decisions she has to make. The pressure of choosing between her life and the baby's will push her to her breaking point. This is not just a question of health, but a huge test of her willpower and strength. If Dr. Navarro is forced to intervene, this will leave a deep wound in Willow's heart. For her, nothing could be more painful than having to give up a child she never got to meet. This event will not only change her life forever but also open up a series of tragedies and new conflicts in the stormy world of Port Charles. This could be a major turning point in Willow's story, pushing her into a new journey full of tears, loss, but perhaps also faint hope for rebirth. Willow's health is increasingly in jeopardy as her body is not strong enough to handle the dangerous complications of pregnancy. With her current condition, the pregnancy not only threatens her life but also destabilizes her mental state. When Dr. Navarro warns that abortion is the only option to save Willow's life, things become more complicated than ever. The decision to terminate the pregnancy, though a necessary choice, is causing Willow to spiral into despair and suffering. The psychological pressure of having to give up her child, combined with her weakened health, has pushed her into a state of mental instability. Willow not only faces the pain of loss but also struggles with internal conflict, as both her body and mind are being ravaged. This instability begins to negatively affect all of her relationships, especially with Drew and Nina. For Drew, if the baby is really his, the decision to terminate the pregnancy will not only be a shock but will put him in a state of great inner turmoil. He will have to choose between saving Willow, the person he cares for, and the feeling of losing a child that could be part of him. Willow's instability may push him into a state of panic, making his actions reckless and uncontrollable, leading to unpredictable consequences. As for Nina, Willow's biological mother, she faces a different challenge. With the desire to protect and help her daughter, Nina may find herself caught in a dangerous emotional whirlwind. Willow, in her unstable state, may begin to blame Nina for what's happening, making their already fragile mother-daughter relationship even more strained. Nina may also become the target of criticism from all sides if rumors about her role in Willow's life come to light. But the danger doesn't just lie in emotions and mental states. Willow's health situation could quickly become a major medical crisis if she continues to lose control. Drew and Nina, those closest to Willow, will not only be pushed into mental stress but also risk becoming the center of larger conflicts within the family and the Port Charles community. Broken relationships, skepticism, and their feelings of helplessness could lead to dangerous actions, even causing harm to themselves. In this context, Willow is not only facing a dangerous health crisis but also a potential threat to those around her. If she does not receive the right support soon, this story could lead to tragic consequences, pushing everything into a dark and turbulent place no one expects. Will Drew and Nina be able to withstand this storm, or will they too be swept up in the never-ending whirlwind of chaos? The future for both them and Willow is now a big question, where anything could happen.